What's going on, guys? My name is Surreal, and welcome to a reaction this time. That's weird. We're going to be checking out the Hogwarts Legacy final preview. IGN released this a few days ago as of recording, where they got to play a couple hours of the new Hogwarts Legacy game. We're actually going to be checking this out as well on the 7th. We got the pre-order, so I'll be able to play it a few days early. So we will be streaming that on the Twitch channel, so make sure you go check that out. Come join us in the chat. Grow our community, get this chat rolling, because I would love your guys' opinions and thoughts as I play games. I feel like that would be really fun. But the 7th, we will be playing it. The link for the Twitch will be down in the description. So Hogwarts Legacy. We're going to watch this gameplay. It's 7.5 minutes. So we are going to just roll straight into this. So let's check out IGN's Hogwarts Legacy, the final preview. Let's get into this. Also, YouTube, I am eating my mid-game snack here while we check this out. So ignore me eating. Just, we're checking out the video, not me nomming on some pizza. So let's check this out.
We do not live in a world rich with great Harry Potter games. Nobody harbors warm feelings for the horde of chintzy, cynical movie tie-ins that plagued the PS2 and Xbox during the mid-2000s. So, when Portkey Games unveiled the big-budget Hogwarts Legacy in 2020, it was clear that the studio was aiming spectacularly high with its interpretation of Harry Potter. After a 2-hour hands-on, I can say with confidence that the wizarding world has rarely looked better. The lilting charm, cockeyed...
I do agree with that. Because I used to play some of the early 2000s Harry Potter games where you had to I specifically remember, I forget what it was called. Maybe it was just called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or the Chamber of Secrets or whatever. But there was a spell Flipendo, and that was like your attack one, but it was like a swirl. And I remember to cast spells, you had to use your mouse to draw the glyph to cast the spell. And it looked, from what I remember years ago as a little kid, it looked so bad. But it was on the computer. It wasn't on, I think it might have been on PlayStation or something. PlayStation 2. But it was so bad. And this Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing. As a Harry Potter-esque game, right?
Whimsy and high fantasy hijinks of Hogwarts Legacy is rendered with dogmatic servitude to the books, while the combat and exploration, the game part of this video game, is robust enough to rope in more casual fans of the fiction. Unfortunately, it's all happening at the exact moment the world is reconsidering their lifelong ties to one of the greatest stories ever told. If you haven't been keeping up with the information drip, Hogwarts Legacy takes place in the late 19th century, and therefore it operates independently from some of the more familiar touchstones of Potter lore. No Voldemort, no Dumbledore, no multitude of Weasley surnames.
Right.
You play as a fifth-year transfer student that will be built with a potent character creator, denoting complexion, hair color, eyebrow shading, and yes, body types, vocal tenor, and the choice to be referred to as either a witch or a wizard.
Right.
Afterwards, you'll be quickly implanted directly into the day-to-day scholastic rhythms of Hogwarts. My time with the game was brokered into two major sections. A treacherous story chapter where I was asked to both infiltrate and destabilize a nefarious dragon cockfighting ring, and a dulcet afternoon on the castle grounds, where I solved side quests, played minigames, and soaked in the Persona-like splendor of simply hanging out at school. The combat was the highlight for me, which I was not expecting. In previous Potter games, the Quicksilver Wizard clashes of the books are reduced to dull, rote, third-person shooting galleries. Harry, Ron, and Hermione taking on an endless series of identical Death Eaters who all seem to brandish magical facsimiles of shotguns and sniper rifles.
Right.
Hogwarts Legacy changes the formula considerably. Despite the projectiles ricocheting back and forth across the arenas, the game functions more like a Ninja Gaiden-esque combo masher. Your character automatically locks onto wherever they're facing, and the hocus pocus that comes cascading out of your wand can be chained together like a screen-filling, health bar obliterating Marvel vs. Capcom tsunami.
I love
Game
that.
director Alan too.
I will say it kind of reminds me of it gives me like a Fable vibe a little bit, right? At least for, I don't know how it'll be with the computer, but like the UI, like down here you have your R2, and then I imagine like D-pad or something like that, or maybe it's like, no, so R2 it'd probably be like A, B, X, Y, or triangle, square, circle, X. But it gives me Fable vibes with like even the mini map and everything. So I feel like that's how it will feel as a player controlling your character. I feel like that's kind of the feeling you're gonna get if you're familiar with Fable, or have played it anyways, for Hogwarts. So I guess we'll see on the 7th, but very interesting.
That comes cascading out of your wand can be chained together like a screen-filling, health bar obliterating Marvel vs. Capcom tsunami. Game director Alan too compares the system to a sort of long-range dueling. Your arsenal is mapped to the face buttons, and after messing around with the controls for a few minutes, I was able to come up with some wild, improvised concoctions. I'd Leviosa my enemy into the air, tag them with some basic filler casts, pull them in close with an Accio before setting them aflame with the Incendio. The physics engine absolutely revels in your chaos. Bodies fly across the map like they've become weightless and boneless at the mercy of your command. Harry Potter video games have tried and failed to replicate the fiction's unique take on spellcasting for decades. Portkey seems to have established a structure that will likely be aped for years to come.
Mind the water!
My stint wandering around Hogwarts itself wasn't quite as exciting as my trip to the Dragon's Den. My character enjoyed a peaceful free roam back at home on the back of their flying broom, the Roach of Hogwarts Legacy, where they poked around nooks and crannies of the castle, soaking up collectibles, deciphering basic puzzles, and completing the menial tasks assigned to me by my classmates.
I'm really excited about the riding around on the broom, because it, from what I've seen so far with the previews and the trailers and teasers and stuff like that, it seems like the game is going to be, relatively speaking, pretty open world. Maybe on par with like a Skyrim or a Fallout, right? And so I think it'll be really cool to be able to just hop on your broom and, you know, I'm at Hogwarts but I want to go to town, so I'm just gonna hop on my broom and take off and go to town. Or hey, I need potions or whatever, so I'm gonna go jump on my broom and take off to, you know, Diagon Alley or whatever, right? So that's really cool, and I'm excited to ride around on the broom and see just how open world the world actually is.
One of them accidentally put a charm on her books that caused them to flutter around in the air. I Accio'd them back into her possession. Outside, in a courtyard, I joined a round of what can only be described as wizard's curling. My adversary and I used our wands to usher a set of leather balls down a wooden platform. The closer they got to the edge without falling off, the more points we'd score. These distractions were pretty lightweight. Portkey didn't allow us to delve into, say, potions class or a meaty side quest digression, which left me hoping that Hogwarts Legacy will include some finer character moments outside of the core campaign. Let us broker a genuine camaraderie with the other denizens of the school. A Harry Potter game can only hit its marks if, by the end of the runtime, we're willing to lay down our lives for a kindly groundskeeper or an eccentric headmaster. It should also be said that Hogwarts Legacy appears to be swimming in the darker edges of the canon. It was shocking to see that one of the spells on my combat hotbar was Crucio, better known to the layman as the torture spell, which inflicts searing white-hot pain in its target.
So, I will say that this is also in the, early or late 19th century. So, this is like hundreds of years prior to, a couple hundred years prior to what we know as modern Harry Potter. Even if you look at like the Fantastic Beasts series is more modern compared to this in a timeline perspective, right? So, as far as we know, maybe at this time Crucio was a newer spell. Brutal, but in a combat manner like this, Crucio's would be a pretty good defensive spell, or stopping spell anyways. Does it suck? Yes. The spell, not having it. But it doesn't surprise me if you think about it. It doesn't surprise me that we could use a spell like that, right? Because we also don't know, I don't know on whether or not in certain scenarios whether you are knocking out your opponents or if you're killing them, right? I don't think that's been established to the public pre-release. So if we are actually killing our opponents, then if we had Crucio like they have, it would stand to believe that maybe we'd even get like a Vada Kedavra as just like a one shot, maybe. Who knows?
Spells on my combat hotbar was Crucio, better known to the layman as the torture spell, which inflicts searing white-hot pain in its target. In the Harry Potter universe, Crucio is one of the 3 unforgivable curses, a huge no-no. Perhaps these are the themes Hogwarts Legacy intends to deal with. How did Crucio become unforgivable anyways?
Right.
Some of the finishing moves equipped my character were similarly macabre. After charging up a meter and tapping the 2 shoulder buttons, my avatar could reduce a rival wizard into a pile of sooty Looney Tunes dust. The Harry Potter books are centered around the purity of teenaged friendship, so it is weird to watch a 5th year take a life. Again, maybe Hogwarts Legacy intends to explore some of those questions.
Maybe this...
On first brush, though, it's pretty jarring.
Maybe that answered the question I was just asking.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Of course, anyone who chooses to play Hogwarts Legacy must contend with all sorts of contradictions, most of which are far more important than the usual dissonance we tend to find in video games. J.K. Rowling has established herself as one of the most prominent anti-trans mouthpieces on the planet. The character creator in Hogwarts Legacy offers a huge amount of gender diversity, but that cannot change the fact that the author of these books remains the proprietor of the Harry Potter intellectual property. If purchasing this video game feels like a tacit endorsement of Rowling's retrograde worldview, nobody can say you're wrong. I spoke with Alan too about these questions during my visit, and you can read the results of our conversation on IGN, but you're not likely to find a clean answer to those concerns. It looks like we're finally getting a good Harry Potter game.
Right.
Shouldn't it feel better than this?
What do you mean?
For more on Hogwarts Legacy, check out the official cinematic trailer as well as some Dark Arts Battle Arena gameplay.
Oh, I haven't
And for
seen
everything
that.
else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
Let's check this one out. The Battle Arena. Where'd it go?
Cinematic trailer.
Here we go. Because I haven't seen this one either. Dark Arts Battle Arena. So let's also check this out. That's actually exciting. Oh. In-game footage, work in progress. I like his cloak. It's got skulls and stuff on it. That's kind of fire. Oop.
Ah, there you are.
Thestral?
What say we pick up the pace a bit? A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Is that Merlin? Oh. Oh, so, okay. Fight waves of enemies in this battle arena with the unforgivable curses. So they are known. I don't know if they're calling it unforgivable because that's what we know them as. So, like, contextually, or if at this point we already know they're unforgivable curses. But it includes the three, Avada Kedavra, Imperio, and Crucio, as well as the blasting curse, Confringo. In addition to their unique and devastating effects, unforgivable curses break through all shield charms. So it's literally just the unforgivable curses and Confringo. Oh, wow. Oh. Ooh.
I did it. In an Ashwinder, no less.
So you, so what? You start with them. Excuse me. Okay, that was Crucio. That was Impero. That was Avada Kedavra. So yeah, that just takes him out. Good shield. So after using them all, oh, unless the D-pad, you could change between groups of spells. Yeah. Hold on. If you look down here, yeah, okay, so yeah, you can change them. So I can imagine you can customize the groupings and then just change between them at will. Ooh, good shield. So where, okay, so your health is down here. Some sort of, I don't know what that blue's for. And then I imagine these are, what, health potions? Probably. Unless these are health potions. That's really cool, though. Like, there's so much environmental work. Barrels and boxes and rocks. That is so cool. Ah, mountain troll. Oh, there's two of them. Wow, that just took him out instantly. I'm sorry, was that Spidey sense? And why do you look like that? Is that like stone skin? What do you got there? Oh, maybe it was a stone skin potion, and then whatever that blue one is he's using right now. What is that? Oh, to get items? Oh, that's cool. Oh, he's an Ashwinder troll. Or, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Ashwinder Executioner are these guys. He was an armored troll. Ooh. So yeah, these green potions here, those are health potions. I think there's a specific button tagged to them. Oh, and you can't see it, but so right here, you can see the 4 there. I think those are the different groupings of spells. So, so you get like what, 16 spells you could use, or 16 spells you could have equipped, and you can use 4 at a time, right? That's a lot of spells. If you can set it up properly, that could be crazy. Oh shoot! Whatever the hell that was. Oh, you almost got petrified. Shoot. And then there's these goblin guys. I mean, they don't look a whole lot like the goblins in the movies, but That's awesome, though. That is so cool. And then the rumor requirement. That one I've seen before. But I think I'm actually really excited to check this out. So it's just a battle arena to practice spells. But that was specifically for the dark arts. Not to be confused with Defense Against the Dark Arts, right? So this kind of lends credence to the idea that people don't think necessarily that it's going to be one of those, like Fable, how there's like a morality meter. I'm pretty sure they specifically said there isn't one, but depending on what you do, it still kind of like builds and customizes your character in a way of like what they do, right? What kind of character are they? So like if you keep coming to here to practice this, obviously you're going to get better at dark arts stuff, and you may, for example, get this cloak with the skulls on it, right? As opposed to other types of things. Maybe you go and do potions quite a lot, potions class, and you get really good at that. Maybe you get a bonus to what types of potions and items you can get, or whatever. But that's gonna do it for me, this video. I am so excited. Again, February 7th, we're gonna be streaming on Twitch. We're gonna be streaming Hogwarts Legacy, so make sure you guys go down to the description below, check out the Twitch channel, make sure you follow so you can see when I go live for that. If you enjoy watching me check out these gameplay things, hit that like button so I know. Make sure you subscribe so you can see when the next video comes up, when you can see the Hogwarts Legacy videos come out in case you don't make the Twitch stream. And let me know down in the comments what part of Hogwarts Legacy you're excited about. Are you excited about it? If not, why? What's something that you think is missing that they should have added? But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you again. Peace.
Are you still there? To delete this message, press 7. To save it in the archives, press 9. To hear more options, press 0.
What are you talking about?